Welcome back to my obsession, you guys. Today I'm going to disassemble the TwoSun Ghost. Can't remember the numbers to this knife in particular. I know it's 200 and something. I apologize that I just can't keep up with those numbers though, you guys. Sorry. Today is New Year's Eve, and a very tragic thing has happened in the world of actors and actresses. We've lost a beloved soul, and her name is Betty White. This makes me very sad because I grew up watching The Golden Girls, and she was the last one alive, and she just couldn't make it to her 100th birthday, I guess. So rest in peace, Betty White. I am dedicating this disassembly of the TwoSun Ghost to you. Now, let's get to the reason why I'm disassembling the Ghost. It's because I believe I've already disassembled this one time. I don't believe I did it on camera for you guys though. So, my cat. Okay. No, kitty. No. No. Oh, kitty. So the reason I'm disassembling the Ghost is because, no, go on, kit. The centering is off quite a bit, and no, kitty, please. Stop. It was favoring the show side scale, and it had some side to side play. So I just want to take it apart to make sure that everything is okay in there, and also to put some Loctite in there because I think it's gonna need it. Kitty, please. Oh goodness. Sorry guys. My cat is giving me heck. So anyway, it has some side-to-side blade play. So, and the pivot may just need some Loctite, I think. I thought I had already done that, but I guess I did not. So, anyway, my plans for New Year's Eve is basically just staying home, having some pork chops, watching TV, and just that's about it. Nothing too exciting. I'm not the type of person anymore that loves to just get out on the holidays and party because I don't trust other people. I don't feel like they're responsible enough to trust not to get out on the street and drive drunk. So the holidays are just not the time of year that I myself really like to get out. Just because, drunk drivers kill more people than who knows what. I mean, it's crazy that we can't trust our fellow man to do the right thing on the road because they just think it's okay for them to get out there, get wasted, and then drive and put everyone's life in danger so that they could get their thrills. I don't know. And I do understand more than anyone, so I bet you I understand just as much as every young person out there how fun it is to party on New Year's, how, you make memories. And I mean, I just personally don't think that I need to get wasted to make memories. But I'm a different person than I used to be. I'll tell you that right now, because I haven't always been the kind of person that doesn't drink. I used to drink pretty heavily, honestly. So that is, wow, I don't think I have disassembled this one. I wonder why it just doesn't want to come apart at the pivot. I guess it would probably help if I tried to push it out a little bit. Wow, that thing is in there. I know I can do it. I've done it before. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Man down. Found it. Sweet. All right. Well, now that I'm looking at the insides, I don't think I have taken this one apart yet. So, even better. To be quite honest with you, my TwoSuns, they usually do get pretty loose in the pivot area. It just really depends on how quickly. I know that they're going to do it every time, and I think it's because my knives usually come without any Loctite, so, and which I think is cool, and I think every company should let us make that decision as to what, if we want to Loctite our knives, just because I feel like there's one company in particular that I can't remember who it is, but they put red Loctite on their pivots, and that just, it's not fair to us as the consumer, because they're taking our rights away, or basically, telling us that we can't take apart our own tools. It's like, I should be able to take apart anything I want if I own it. I'm not going to let somebody make that decision for me. And I think it's kind of messed up that there's some companies out there that will void the warranty if they know that you've taken your knife apart. I feel that if you are perfectly capable of taking your knife apart to clean it or maintenance it in whatever way, then that's your that's your choice. I don't think it's their right to even tell me. If I'm spending money on your product, it's because I like it, I love it, I want some more of it. But all jokes aside, the reason I'm spending money on their product is because I like it. I want the product. So you're not going to tell me what I'm going to do after I own your product. You don't get to call the shots afterward. That's not how my life works, and it's not how I'm not going to change it for anybody else. I really hope I didn't lose one of these races right here. These have racetracks in them, and when that thing flew off, I really hope one of the races didn't go with it, because it should have one on both sides. Oh yeah, there is. Oh my gosh, you guys. I'm an airhead. I don't know how you put up with me. So anyway, I'm not going to get too serious. I don't know why I got all serious about people taking my rights away to do what I want to do with my stuff. I think it's just strange that people want to control their products even after they sell them. I say, once you sell them, you've got the money for it. It shouldn't matter if that person wants to break it on camera just to destroy it on purpose. You got your money, you don't need to know. And if there is a warranty, that warranty, you should feel very confident in your product, so much so that a simple disassembly should not void the warranty. I guess I just don't understand it. I'm sure there's reasons why people do things like that, or set limits the way they do. If anybody knows a good reason why a company does that, or if you guys think it's they have valid points by putting limits on what we can do with their product. After we've purchased the product, I feel if you put a warranty on something, the warranty should hold up regardless of whether or not the person disassembles that product or doesn't. I can understand voiding the warranty if you make modifications to the product, because then technically it's not their product anymore because you modified it. It's, that's fair, I think. There's no reason why they should be forced to warranty a product after being modified. I do agree with that. That's fair, but I don't think it's fair for them to say that we can't disassemble the product. I do think it's fair for them to say something like choose the wording. Now, what I mean by that is, like, maybe you can say, the warranty will be void if you decide to disassemble the product without proper knowledge of disassembly. That makes sense. But then again, how can you prove that the person did or did not have the knowledge to do that? So I guess it's kind of a slippery slope, and that's one of those weird subjects that you could probably go round and round with, and you're always going to have someone on each side, saying this is why we do that, this is why we do that, and then oh, that's dry. Okay, try this one. That works. But anyway, let's get off that subject. I don't know why I'm babbling. So I did want to ask what everybody's plans are for the holidays. Oh, there's some white Loctite on here, actually. That's surprising. They never use Loctite. But they used white, which is medium. And it's actually, I believe white is on the even lighter end of medium. I'm not sure, I'm not 100% sure about that, but I'm pretty sure. I just like to clean every single little part of the knife. That way I know that it's going into a clean spot and it's a clean item going into a clean spot. Oh, so I did want to point something out. Where's the pivot? I'm gonna wipe that off. Hold on. I thought it was D-shaped, but I was wrong. Oh, no, it is. So I'll show you. The pivot hole is D-shaped, which is always nice. That way it's not free spinning, because it is so hard. In some cases, it is really hard to take apart a knife that has a free spinning pivot. It's just it's just really a challenge. Especially if you can't get if you don't have two tools that are good enough to have one on one side holding the product in place while the other one unscrews it, and it's kind of funky to try to hold it still. So it's just not the easiest thing anyway. So if you guys had any questions about the Ghost, I hope I answer them today. And I guess I'll do a little review while I do this. I have to say, I think I have done a review on this already. I'm not sure if I have done the review already. I will link it in the description so you can take a look at it if you're interested. And but anyway, the Ghost, this is a full-size knife. It is it does have amazing action. I'm just not sure as to why it became loose, which is, all the more reason why we need to sometimes work on our on our tools to make sure they're running right, maybe to tune them up, maybe to fix them. You know, sometimes the only way to fix your tool is to disassemble it. And I feel it makes the tool work properly when you give it a little tune up, whether that just means oiling it or, you know, maybe throwing some Loctite on those screws so they don't loosen up. Because if you are anything like me, which I know a lot of you are, you play with your knives. I play with my knives constantly, so yeah. I'm pretty sure that's why the pivot came loose to begin with. It makes sense. This is a great pocket clip, by the way. It is very, very thin in the center section there, which surprised me that it had as much tension as it did, because it's so thin. I mean, this thing is, I mean, the amount of work that went into this to mill the clip the way they did, and how well it turned out is pretty amazing. This clip works great. It's a mighty small clip for such a full-size knife, but that has absolutely no bearing on how well it performs in and out of the pocket. It works perfectly. So the slope on that ramp, if you will, I'm not sure, it is perfect. It goes in with extreme ease and it comes right back out with extreme ease. Now, the reason why this is such a good clip is because the slope right here obviously helps it to go into the pants. So it goes in, and then when it's down in there, it, you know, holds it. Then when you're pulling it out, it has this slope right there. So it pulls right back out with such ease. So that's just this right here is the anatomy of a perfect clip. So, and it is held on with one screw that works perfectly. It doesn't move. I have zero problems with this. There were no other screws on this knife that were loose whatsoever. None of them had any problems. The only problems I ever have with TwoSun's screws are only with the pivot, and usually it's because they didn't put Loctite on it, and that is completely okay in my eyes, because I should be the one to make that decision. I think, anyway. What do you guys think? I kind of like it when they leave it for us to do. So, okay. We're getting somewhere. All right. This big, huge thing, this collar goes on this side. So on the lock scale, let's make sure it's all clean. I'll wipe it off. That way it'll be spotless, so I can get it dirty. I have an unboxing that I'm going to post today that surprised me. I didn't know I was getting it today, but I will post it after I post this video, because I'm doing this right now, so I'm gonna finish. All right, so I'm going to put the D-shaped pivot in with the D shape pointing downward, because the other side is pointing downward. So put these Chicago screws back in there. Very good. I'll wipe the spacer off too, why not? Sure, why not? Might as well. When I first started disassembling my own knives, Not that I ever disassembled anyone else's. Well, I have actually. I disassembled the Banshee that the Shredder family let me borrow so that I could do a review on it, and I love that thing. I cannot wait until my Damn Designs knives come in. I am really excited. We got about 2 months, I think, until they, I guess, go live. I can't wait. I'm really excited. So, back to the Ghost. Hopefully I've been on screen pretty well today. I'm doing this at my kitchen counter because I'm kind of, oh, why did I do that? That's okay. I'm kind of jonesing for some room right now in my house and for an area to utilize with this much room. So that's why I'm at the kitchen counter. So this is, sorry guys. So this is nylon and it has ceramic balls in it. And you can see one side is, I don't know if you can see it, to be honest with you. So you can see there's one side of the nylon that is slightly more flat. I don't know if you can see it. To where there's just the slightest difference between the balls on this side and how much they stick out, as opposed to the balls on this side and how much they stick out. So the balls on this side, the ones that stick out less, are going against the race. So I just wanted to show you guys that, just to let you know how I do it. I feel it makes, I mean, it may not make a difference at all, but in my opinion, it makes even the smallest difference, and that little bit of a difference can sometimes mean a hydraulic close up as opposed to a slamming shut. I've found that it does differ a little bit in some cases. Not in every knife does that work, but I guess we'll find out if that works in this knife. So put the race in here, make sure it's got a little oil on that track. And then I'm gonna put the stop pin on the other side so I can put the blade on top of the bearings. It's nice and snug in there, and I do put a little oil on the track that runs on the knife as well, so just a little bit. I know that I over oil my knives sometimes, and I don't think I do it so much so that it actually it ruins the action or anything like that. But I do oil them up in such a way that it will leak out, but that's okay. I think that I would rather have a little bit more than not enough. And I'm sure that makes sense. I hope so. And then I'm gonna, here's the, I almost didn't show you that. Let me show you the detent track really quickly. So, see right, so right there is a detent ramp, and usually that will prevent the knife from slamming shut, and that's actually what gives it that hydraulic close up, that feel like it's just laying down instead of slamming shut. I think that's pretty cool. I mean, all they had to do was just put this little gash there to prevent the any sudden movement with the detent in the blade. And it's just so genius. Whoever thought up putting a detent ramp in there, you're amazing and you're a genius, because it's one of the, I think it's probably one of the most amazing things that could have ever happened to our action on our knives. So, yeah. So, sorry this one's taken a little bit longer. I am in a talkative mood today. Apparently. Let's get a little bit on that track again. This thing is breaking in so nicely. It's beautiful. Love it. Put a little in there. And then if you feel as though you put a little too much oil in there, just wipe it off. It's no big deal. You know? So it's gonna go this way. And these bearings, they fit so snug that you literally have to push it down. That's how tight the tolerances are on this knife. I just got, oh, well, after, I guess I'll try putting the track on it, I guess. And hopefully that lines up nicely. Let's see. Let's see. Come on, get in there. Get in there, get in there. Let's see. Maybe. Let's. Okay, hopefully I got it on track there. We'll find out soon enough. We'll see. Let's start with the pivot, just because. Where is my Loctite? I use the blue gel. I feel like the gel works. The gel and the paste both work very well. I just feel like they get in the threads much better. It's a little on the heavy side, so I'm gonna take a little bit off. Once the Loctite starts getting low, well, this kind anyway, it kind of pops out because you have to squeeze it harder. So it ends up popping out a little more than, like, a little quicker. And I just twist it like a half turn, maybe one whole turn to the left, and that should place it in the thread for you. Let's see, just make sure I'm not off track there. We'll do that, and then put, see, which one is it? I think it's the longer one, obviously, that would go in there. So stick it in there. one down. This is not my favorite. And one to go. One body screw. So I'm really happy with that there's not a ton of hardware on this. I like when they utilize the screw that goes into the pocket clip as a body screw as well, because it's just efficient. And I find that TwoSun is extremely efficient, and they just keep getting better. In the way that they make their knives, it's just getting better. They're getting better with every knife I receive anyway. All the newer ones that I've received have been very, very good, and I have to say it's just better quality every time. Let's make sure this is popped in place. There we go. Let's see. I may have done the body screws a little tight, so I'll probably have to loosen them. But I just want to get it centered, and then I will loosen the screw if I need to, or tighten it. Let's see. A little bit tight. Wow, sticking up there. Something's not right. Let's just see if, yeah, this is what it was. Let's do this one. I just can't get the amount of torque I need out of that one. I don't know why. It's just not working for me. Still a little tight. What is that all about? Huh, that's odd. I've never had that happen. Let's just see if, loosen it a little more. That's weird. I bet you it's the body screw. Let's see. Is this crooked or, loose? Yeah, I'm trying not to strip anything. I want to make sure I do this right. Nobody likes to strip the screws, man. Ooh, man, is that nice. There we go, guys. Ooh, it could even be a little looser. Let's see. Let's make sure. There we go. Beautiful, you guys. Beautiful, just beautiful. Gotta love some TwoSun. Look at that. Oh my gosh, it is running perfect. Beautiful, beautiful day. Nothing better. All right, guys. That one took me a little longer. I hope you made it to the end. Thank you for watching. Happy New Year. And I will see you next year.